Whatever's inside here is smoking. You see it? I think we spilt their meth lab. It's hissing too. We're gonna need to get inside here, folks. You're watching Murphy's Diesel. I'm Wrecker Rick, and we've got a recovery, folks. We've got a stolen U-Haul, and let me tell you, they stole this thing, took her for a joyride, and wrecked the shit out of it. So stand by, you're gonna wanna see this one. We had to back HB in here because we got to adjust the rear steering a little bit. It's towed in really far in the front. And if we're going to be driving this baby down I-40, we're going to want her straight. Stand by, folks. Oh boy, that sucker is on there. Oh. Just need a little elbow grease, folks. I'm the Charlie Daniels of the torque wrench. This is how we align HB. It was way off. We're about an inch out. It's an inch narrower in the front, which is too much. We're going to pull it in just a scotch. She's just right. We're going to check the front just for good measure. This thing wanders going down I-40, and I've never really checked the alignment on it before, so I want to see if that helps it at all. I mean, being on 58-inch tires, full hydraulic steering, full-time four-wheel drive probably has nothing to do with it. We're gonna need the sling on this recovery, folks. We're getting our sling put on, folks. For all you towers out there that are always telling me that I need a real sling, I have one. It just pins right on. We just don't leave it on here because we don't use it that often. It's heavy and it gets in the way. But this is a pretty big truck we're towing today, so I think the bumper's already messed up. I don't want to mess it up anymore, so we'll sling it. HB's so tall though, you gotta have the sling extended way out. Works pretty slick though. Well, let's run it in for now. Anybody running into the back? This whole sling, I'd have to put a flag on that baby. Be over length. We're ready to hit the road, folks. Stand by. We're not taking Big Booty Judy on this one, folks. And it pains me to say that because I sure do love Big Booty Judy. Don't forget, we're giving Big Booty Judy away, folks. Mrs. Wrecker Rick's truck is out of here. And it's going to one of you guys. We love this truck. We love you guys. And we're going to share this truck with you because we love it so much. Let's talk about some of the amenities. Big Booty Judy is a 2024 Ram 3500 fully equipped with a Cummins 6.7 liter, 22-inch rims wrapped in 37-inch tires, folks, and these are 12-ply, so you can haul a load. Got a mid-travel Carly suspension, and boy, let me tell you, she rides real nice. But that's not all. Are you ready to have your mind blown?
Yeah. Attention all newcomers. This is not a game. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, you feel me? This is life. Let's get it. We put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So I push that weight to get that dough.
Are you tired of taking the time to flip your pesky tow mirror up? Not with this baby. This baby's got electric. And Big Booty Judy is a dually. She's got some booty, folks. Look at that booty. For the next 3 days, we're also giving this 12,500 pound Warrior winch away, folks. It comes with everything you need to install it too. Warrior Fairlead, wireless remote, and it's got their signature synthetic line on it. Time is of the essence, folks. There's only 3 days left of this giveaway, but it's not too late. Go to murphysdieselstore.com to enter to win. 3 days, folks. Big Booty Judy is staying here. Big Booty Judy is getting a much needed detailing by
Flavor Flav.
No, it's actually Caleb, guys. That's not really Flavor Flav. We're getting your rig all cleaned up for you. It's so close. It's actually 11 miles of dirt road and about 5 miles of highway. We're just gonna take old HB down the highway. T-Money stole that from Cane's the other night. I'm taking Flav with me. You don't need him, do you?
No. Pull it out the window like it's Flavor Flav coming to the rescue.
They'll probably shoot at them.
Probably.
Where we're going. The bad part of Ash Fork, folks, is where we're going. Which is not really part of Ash Fork. It's 11 miles deep into the middle of nowhere. And it's lawless country. A lot of folks move out here because they think it's lawless. I mean, technically it is lawless because the only law enforcement is like 3 hours away. So they have shootouts out there all the time and stabbings. Like there was a hatchet fight out there not too long ago. Remember that?
Yeah.
We ended up with the guy's vehicle. He got arrested. Him and another guy were having a hatchet fight. Hopefully they'll shoot at Flav instead of me and De Niro. Stand by, folks. You got 2 winches either side of each other. Tell me that makes sense on a remote. I think this should be boom, up, down, boom, in, out, left winch, right winch, drag winch, side puller winch. And this is all in, this is all out. Someday I'll fix it. We're ready to go. We got all of our equipment loaded up. We're getting ready to hit the highway, folks. Stand by. Buckle up, Flav. It's the law. Definitely not your ideal highway wrecker, but about 55 miles an hour, 60. She does all right. She's a little road wild. Well, we're almost to the dirt, folks. Stand by. We made it to the dirt. And looking off in the distance, it is raining like a cow pissing on a flat rock, folks. This recovery might get a little western, or we might get wet.
You know what I'm saying?
Fun fact for you, I used to live out here when I was 17 years old. Me and old OG Wrecker Rick didn't see eye to eye, and I had to move on out, get my own place, get myself a little job. But I still graduated high school, so unlike someone else I know.
You're talking about Flav?
Yeah, I was talking about Flav. When I lived out here, I was 17 years old. I worked for a little outfit called MTV Construction. My first taste of being a construction worker, folks. They used to call me construction worker Rick. I got to work on elevators. I got to dig with a shovel a lot. It's where I learned how to use a shovel, folks. Well, I mean, I knew how to use a shovel. It's where I learned if you worry about the back of the shovel, the front will take care of itself. Uh-oh. Sorry, folks, we couldn't avoid it. We had to go through it. Yeah, old De Niro over here hydrolocked his Toyota on a puddle of water. He gets a little antsy in his pantsy when we see a big old puddle in the road. There's a lot of good folks that live out here, but there is some unsavory folks that live out here. That's why we're actually going to get this stolen U-Haul. Somebody stole this U-Haul a few years back, and they just now recovered it. So we got to go get it, drag it back into town, and take it over to U-Haul. It's got 3 flat tires. I'd imagine they blew the tires out on it, getting it into this location because it's in a bad spot. You got to be careful where you drive out here. Some folks will shoot at you. I've been shot at out here a time or two. Had guys pull guns on me. You'll see guys roll out of here with 3 or 4 6-shooters on them. Have a 6-shooter on each hip and then one in their waistband. Speaking of which, is my black backpack in there? You're just along for the ride, huh? Check out the antelope, folks. I don't know if they're little, but I can't see that far. Fun fact for you, I used to guide antelope hunts. They used to call me Antelope Guide Rick. That's actually the house I used to live in right there. Well, not the house. They wouldn't let me live in the house. I stayed in a dry van, semi-trailer out back. Good times. I'll tell you what, HB will just rip down an unmaintained road. This thing just rides like a trophy truck, folks. Might be exaggerating a little, but I mean, you could just fly down these roads, make all kinds of time. Might be only able to do 50 miles an hour down I-40, but you could do 50 miles an hour down this piece. Well, it's starting to rain, folks. Sure is beautiful country back here. Fun fact for you, I actually caught a lion one time right up in these ledges. Right up in there, there's a little cave up there. I can see it with the naked eye. Caught a big old tom up in there, and my uncle about blew my dad's eardrums out because he shot right next to his head. He thought the lion was gonna get my dad. My dad was pulling one of his hounds back, and I think it was a 44 mag or something like that. 45, long Colt, maybe, I don't know. Good times, huh, folks? This is called Butcher Knife Canyon, folks. Stand by, we're almost there. Well, my GPS is telling me it's right up here. That's pretty steep to drag a U-Haul up through. Stand by. How about this dozer, folks? That thing is badass, huh? It's a John Deere. Old motorcycle, and then the U-Haul. Well, I gotta get my drone now because I just wrecked it into a tree. I feel like a real schmo. How about that Yamaha Enduro 125? Well, we made it, folks. We're gonna have a hell of a time getting this out of here, I think. And I'm gonna walk around here and see if I can't find a better way out. It's got some flat tires on her, bumpers, pretty well jacked, grill. Boy, they put this whole U-Haul through the mill, huh? Cleanliness is next to godliness. I'm glad they kept it clean, you know. Tweaker much? Well, looks like we got some more flat tires over here. Whoa. Can just fell out of there. Is there a hole in the floor? Oh yeah. Now we know what type of people we're dealing with here, folks. I've seen enough here. I'm gonna load this up and get out of here before I get shot. There's another trailer over here. Hopefully nobody's home. That must be the way they came in, not that steep, rugged way we come in. But they got some trees piled up right here to get out to the main road. Pretty nice landscaping. That's better. Get it really low to the ground. It's got kind of like a plastic bumper, steel bumper. It's tore up. We'll get that up underneath there so it doesn't do any more damage. This ain't ideal to sling. What a pilot. All right, you want to hand me the chains? Watch for dirty needles when you lay down over there, De Niro. That ought to do her. I have to pull the drive shaft out now. That rebar cage around the catalytic converters. They do that so people don't steal their catalytic converters out of these things. Whoa. Well, we got it rolling, folks. And I got splattered with tomato sauce. The old classic Hans tomato trick, huh? Not really sure how we're gonna turn this old dog around. I'll tell you what, this U-Haul is in for one wild ride, folks. We gotta go up the other side of that, down that, up this, and then down that. No wonder this thing's wrecked. They had to bonsai this thing in here. We gotta come up this, and down the other side, up the other side, and down the other side.
Cody and James told me to call you that you need tires or air out there or something.
I just need some tires fixed, possibly.
Do you need me to take any tires with me or?
I don't think so. All right.
I'll be there shortly.
Yeah, and you got sockets and air gun and everything, right?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, there. Well, folks, stand by. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. Leave it better than when you found it. New job for the bearded mechanic, huh, folks? If you don't know who the bearded mechanic is, he's got a channel. Check him out. That'd be quite the job for him.
That thing feels heavier than
That U-Haul?
yeah, it's got to be every bit of 80,000 pounds.
You think it's loaded?
Oh yeah,
What do you think it's loaded with?
lead bags.
Great. Great. Absolutely great, folks. De Niro says this thing feels like it weighs 80,000 pounds. So we got some steep terrain to traverse and it's getting late. We got another off-road recovery. Stand by, folks. We're gonna get after it. Locker and four-wheel drive. This is gonna be the tricky part. We made it out to the main road, folks, but we've got a lot of flat tires, so we're going to fix these tires real quick, and then we're going to be hammered down because we got another off-road recovery. All I've got to say is Hellboy is one bad. Pardon my French, folks. That's why you can't have the world's most okayest record. Well, you gotta have the world's most okayest record, because like this next job we're going on, the world's most okayest record would be great right now because we wouldn't have to load this up on a trailer and go. So we're gonna have to get Big Booty Judy out, load this up on a trailer. That went really smooth. We've got 2 tires we got to fix. We're going to get up here to a little bit better road. We're going to fix those tires. We've got to drop the drive shaft, and we've got another off-road recovery, folks. So stand by. You're not going to miss that. We've got I believe it's a 2500 Duramax with a motorcycle in the back. I'm not sure what he's got a motorcycle in the back of it for. That's neither here nor there. We're going to go get him out. This thing is buried because we are getting some rainstorms. I don't know if I call it monsoons because it's a little early for monsoons. Is that Venom? I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was the guy that stole this U-Haul and we were fixing to have a shootout. It was a close one. Almost had to kill a man, folks. We would have been like Butch and Sundance shooting our way out, huh? You'd be Sundance.
I don't know who that is.
Are you kidding me? Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid? Can you believe that, Flav? It's a nice outfit, boy. You can see an old cab over up in there, and you could see like a bunch of shit. Just old shanties, you know. What happened is this was all ranch country. They subdivided this and they sold these acres off for, I mean, some of this stuff, $100 an acre. So you got a ton of folks from the cities just wanting to live out here in the Wild West, you know, where the West is still wild. And it very much is still wild out here. It's pretty lawless out here. They lived out here for a while, got a little taste of living the real living off-grid lifestyle, and then they all ran back to the city usually, or they got shot at one too many times, or too many bad winters, and then they leave all this garbage out here. Or they buy this cheap land, they realize that building stuff costs money, and they've never built anything before, so they just drag a bunch of crap out here, start trying to piece it together, and they realize real quick that they don't know how to build anything, so they just wasted a bunch of money on Home Depot supplies, then they just leave it out here. And old junk they bought off the internet, Craigslist, and they spend about $15,000 in posted no trespassing signs. Hell, most of them don't even know how to build a fence. All these structures and stuff you'll see, they got just garbage fences around them, but they'll have 3 6-shooters mounted up on their waistband. I know y'all are dying to see what's inside this old dog. So am I. We're going to get up here and we're going to open her up because we have to know what kind of weight is in this bad Larry for transport purposes. So we're going to need to know what's inside that box. Stand by. I'm betting that a Gannon tractor did this on this road. What do you bet it was?
Small dozer.
He's betting it's that green John Deere dozer up there.
Guys wearing white Air Force Ones.
Air Force Ones? What's an Air Force One? Like the jet?
No, dark shoes. Shoes for your feet.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Shoes for your feet.
What's an Air Force One?
That only has a side bottom.
I guess I'll have to take your word for it, Flav. We were both wrong. It was a loader. Flav was right. He said loader. Yo, Flav, $20, De Niro. His fence is just a piece of rope.
Yeah.
Whatever's inside here is smoking. You see it? I think we spilt their meth lab. It's hissing too. We're gonna need to get inside here, folks.
Battery acid and salt.
Well, it's not a meth lab. It's just a tweaker's belongings. Batteries tipped over. Battery acid, folks. Baking soda, folks. It neutralizes battery acid, so it won't corrode the shit out of this aluminum here. So it doesn't destroy the back end of the truck. Isn't that odd that this was just right there, right next to the batteries? Let me guess. This recovery was rigged. It's like, Rick, why would you just have a box of baking soda right there, just handy for a spilt battery acid all over that truck? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they like to keep their good stuff in the safe. Stuff they don't want anybody to steal. Well, folks, we've defused the bomb. Finally, De Niro's going to get him some lunch that's not sticky. Oh, got battery acid all over me now. See, folks, this is the type of stuff that they bring out here. That's what I'm talking about. Well, that's burning. Black Rain. And they don't return movies. Some real pieces of work we're dealing with here, folks.
Hey, cassette tape?
Cassette tape?
Yeah, is that what that is?
Is this a cassette tape?
It's got the little circles on it.
A cassette tape?
Yeah.
A cassette tape is what you listen to music on, my friend.
Well, they both have
This
circles.
is VHS. Some other tweakers got to this before we did. Well, I think we're done here. Are you satisfied?
Yeah.
Satisfied?
Yeah.
Well, now that we know this meth lab back here ain't gonna kill us, we'll go ahead and close her up and get on down the road. Whistle and Diesel didn't return another U-Haul. Liquid wrench and it's empty. Is that really worth hauling out?
What is liquid wrench?
Liquid wrench? It's like penetrating oil.
Like WD-40?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tow mirrors engage. We didn't scratch a corner on that bad Larry that wasn't already scratched. We made it back to the yard. The other recovery canceled. It happens, folks. Can't win them all. You stay classy.